see you're not feeling like yourself right now. I can feel the heaviness in the air, and it's breaking my heart to know you're struggling. But listen to me. You don't need to carry all of this alone. I'm right here. I'll always be right here for you. Whatever you're feeling, whatever thoughts are swirling in your mind, it's okay. You don't have to face any of this by yourself. You're so important to me, and I love you more than words can even begin to express. I know right now, it might feel like you're not worth anything, that you're not enough, but that's just not true. You are so much more than that. Every part of you is precious. I wish you could see yourself the way I see you. You're beautiful, inside and out. Every little thing about you is something I cherish deeply. You mean the world to me. I know it's hard right now, and it feels like the world's just too much to handle. But you don't have to be perfect. You don't have to have it all figured out. You're allowed to be imperfect. You're allowed to feel overwhelmed, to feel vulnerable. And no matter what, I'll be here. You're safe with me. You're loved. You're cared for. And you never have to hide any part of yourself from me. So please, try to take a deep breath and let go of that heavy weight you've been carrying. You deserve peace. You deserve to feel calm. Let me help you carry this burden, just for a while. Let me be the one to hold you close and remind you that you're not alone. You're loved. You are always loved. I know you feel like you're not enough, but I need you to hear this. You are everything to me. You've always been everything. I see the little things you do, the care you give, and the love you put into everything. You may not think it's enough, but to me, it's more than enough. It's more than anything I could ever ask for. Your heart, your kindness, your strength. Those things are what make you beautiful, not anything else. Sometimes we get so caught up in our own heads, don't we? We let ourselves believe that we aren't worth loving, that we don't deserve to be happy. But that's not true. You're deserving of so much joy, so much love, and I want to remind you of that every day. The world might not always show you that, but I will. I'll show you how much you're loved. I'll show you just how much you mean to me, over and over again. You don't need to put on a mask for me. I love you as you are, even when you feel broken, even when you feel like you failed. I'm here, always, for all the messy, complicated, beautiful parts of you. You don't have to carry all that weight by yourself. You don't have to hide how you feel. You can lean on me. Let me hold you. Let me help you carry it. Because no matter what, you're never a burden to me. You are allowed to feel down sometimes. You're allowed to have moments when everything feels too heavy. But I want you to know right now that I'm here to help lighten that load. I will always be here to support you, to remind you that you matter, that you're worth everything. You don't have to struggle alone. You have me, and I'll never leave. I've been noticing you've been really hard on yourself lately, and it's been breaking my heart to see you like this. I know you might not believe it, but you are more than enough. I want you to stop for a moment and just listen to me. You've been so kind to others, so caring and thoughtful, and I can see all the good inside you, even when you can't see it yourself. You're the kind of person who deserves nothing but love, and I want to be the one to remind you of that. I know it's easy to get caught in a cycle of negative thoughts, to feel like you're not measuring up to some impossible standard. But that's not who you are, and that's not how I see you. To me, you are everything. The world could never ask for someone better than you. It's okay to have doubts sometimes, but those doubts don't define you. You are so much more than any fleeting moment of self-criticism. You don't need to hide your pain from me. I'm here for you, and I always will be. You don't need to carry that weight alone. If only you could see yourself through my eyes. You are beautiful, inside and out. Every little thing about you is precious, and I love every part of who you are. So please, don't punish yourself for being human. It's okay to not have everything figured out, to not be perfect. It's okay to feel vulnerable. I'm here to remind you that you don't need to be anyone else. You don't need to be perfect to be loved. You are more than enough, just as you are. I know it might feel like the world is telling you that you need to be more, do more, or change in some way. But I want you to know that you don't have to listen to those voices. The only thing that matters is how you feel and what I see in you. I see someone who is kind, who cares deeply for those around them, who puts so much love and effort into everything they do. You are so strong, even when you don't realize it. It's okay to feel like you're not where you want to be yet. That doesn't make you any less of a person. Your worth isn't defined by what you've accomplished or how perfect you think you should be. Your worth is in your heart, in the way you show up for those you care about, in the way you handle everything life throws at you, even when it feels too much. Sometimes we get caught up in the idea of being flawless, but you don't need to be flawless. You are enough as you are, and I wish you could see just how incredible you are. You don't have to be anything other than yourself. The way you care, the way you love, the way you just are. That's what makes you amazing. And no matter how much you doubt it, I'll always see it. Please don't forget how much you mean to me. You're not a burden. You're not a disappointment. You are everything to me. And I'll be here to remind you of that every single time you need it. You don't ever have to go through this alone. I know you've been struggling, and I can see that this pain you're carrying feels heavy. But I want you to understand that it doesn't have to define you. You don't need to be perfect, and you don't need to be anything other than yourself. You've been through so much already, and yet you're still here, fighting, loving, and caring for those around you. That strength, even if you don't feel it right now, is something truly incredible. It's okay to feel down sometimes. It's okay to not have everything figured out. Life isn't about being perfect. It's about showing up, even when it's hard. And you do that every day, even if you don't see it. I see it. You have so much to offer, so much love to give, and that's something no one can take away from you. If only you could see yourself through my eyes. You are everything I've ever needed. You are more than enough just as you are. And I want you to know that no matter what, I'll always be here for you. I'll always remind you of your worth. You deserve all the love, care, and happiness in the world. And I'm so grateful to be the one who gets to be here for you. You don't have to be alone in this. Let me be your safe space. Let me be the one who holds you close when the world feels overwhelming. You deserve peace. You deserve rest. And you deserve to know just how incredible you truly are. Please remember, I'm here for you, always. And no matter what happens, I will always see you as the amazing, strong, and beautiful person that you are. You don't have to be anything more than what you are right now. You are enough, exactly as you are. I want you to feel that in your heart, to really know that you are worthy of all the love, care, and kindness in this world. No amount of doubt or negativity can change that. I see you, and I know the beautiful soul that you are. It's easy to forget how special you are, but please let me remind you, you are a treasure. When you look at yourself and only see flaws, I wish I could show you what I see. I see someone who is brave, who has faced hardships and come through them stronger. I see someone who has so much to offer, someone whose heart is full of love and goodness. You are so much more than you know, and I'll spend my whole life reminding you of that whenever you need it. I know it's easy to feel small when life gets overwhelming, but I want you to know that you're not small. You're bigger than you think. You've touched so many lives, including mine, in ways you might not even realize. Your presence brings warmth and joy, and that's something truly special. You don't have to be perfect to be worthy of love. You're perfect in your imperfection, in your vulnerability. I'm here to hold you through this. You're allowed to rest, to let go of the weight you've been carrying. You're allowed to just be, to breathe and feel safe in this moment. I'll be here, by your side, always. Let me remind you just how important you are, not for what you do, but for who you are. You are loved, you are cherished, and you are enough.